Cinema here. What's up? We're gonna be flying FPV today. Well, we got some sick shots. I got the Avata.
Hey, it's your boy Nathan here, aka Sick Cinema. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because why not? We're at 615 subscribers now. Maybe we can hit 1,000 by the end of 2023. That would be pretty damn great. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you follow me on Instagram. I'm posting a lot of FPV stuff, of course, because this video is all about FPV and all about one drone, the DJI Avata. Okay, so I've been making this video for a while now. I picked up the Avata back in September, and I figured if I'm gonna make a video for this drone, since I'm just starting FPV, I might as well go as far in depth as I could and fly it as much as I could, because there's a lot that goes into FPV. It's not just pull it out of the box, fly it. You literally have to learn how to fly. Okay, so it was a pretty long journey from me getting the Avata because I didn't buy the full package when it came out because I didn't want the motion controller. If I was gonna fly FPV, I want a regular controller and I want to be able to do full manual controls. So what I did to cheat code the system is I actually bought the original DJI FPV because it was on sale one day, and I believe it was about $400 or $500 off. I'm just like, okay, I can't pass up that opportunity. Maybe if I buy this combo, I get the controller, I get the older goggles, but if I can sell just the FPV drone, then I can use that money to buy just the Avata, and then I have the controller and the goggles. And it did work. I ended up selling that drone, basically paid for the Avata. I think I paid an extra $80, $90, so I got about $900 just for the FPV drone, which was probably the best way to do it because now I don't have to worry about having that motion controller, buying the controller separately because it was sold out forever. I have it all one package ready to go. It took me about 2 weeks to do that. So if you want to try that, go ahead and try it. I found the best way to get what you want. The only thing is it is the older goggles. If you want the smaller, newer goggles, it's going to cost you a bit more. So you might as well just go with the motion controller package. While I was waiting to get the Avata and sell my DJI FPV, I was using that time to practice in the simulator. And it wasn't the best experience. Like, I was getting a hang of it and I was able to test out the manual controls and I was able to learn a lot of the maneuvers and movements that I would have to do if I was going to fly it in real life, but the time was definitely needed. I think I put about 10 hours, maybe a bit less, maybe 8 hours of flight time in the simulator, which I think is not that much time, but it came to a point where I was getting a hang of it in the simulator. Why don't I just go out and try flying it? And I'm happy I did because it was way different. So day one, going out and flying my brand new Avata, didn't start out great because honestly, I probably should have watched it beforehand, but I did not know how to set up the manual controls. So once I figured that all out, I was out there, I watched a quick 5-minute video, got all the settings ready, and then finally got to flying. And let me tell you, it is way different in real life than it is in the simulator. Obviously, the wind is a big factor. The weight of the drone, even though it's not that heavy, you can literally feel the difference in weight from the simulator to actually flying in real life. That was the biggest thing that I had to get used to, and I felt like it was a lot easier to fly in real life than it was in the simulator because you could feel that weight. But obviously, there were some crashes. Subscribe. assuming I was going to crash, and that's why I wanted the Avata, because I knew I was going to crash. I would rather crash the Avata than the DJI FPV because those arms do not look durable. So now coming to day 2, I got out again and I felt a lot better this time. Day 3 flying the Avata, and again I got a hang of it. I was practicing some free fall dives. It was getting cold. I think it was around October, November this time, so it was getting cold and that dexterity is not there. And I used the pinch method, so having that dexterity be gone, you're not going to fly the drone as smooth and you're not going to get the best shots because your hands are just frozen. A good hack in the winter, or if it's cold out, it doesn't have to be winter, is you get your controller, get a hoodie with a pouch, and you can put the controller in the pouch and keep your hands warm, because the last thing you want is cold fingers when you're trying to fly FPV, because I've done that before. It's not good. It ends up in crashes most of the time. Hey, come here. Okay. You should follow me on Instagram. Check it out after this video though. One thing I realized is that the color wasn't the greatest, and I'm like, okay, is the camera bad? So I'm just like, okay, what's going on? So I watched another video before I went on the next time, and lo and behold, I was shooting in full auto camera settings. So once I actually figured out that I was flying in auto exposures versus manual exposures, I was able to dial in my settings, and the video quality There are a lot of things that I like about the Avata, but there are also a couple of things that I don't really like and I wish were a bit better. So one, I think the top speed for the Avata should be a little bit faster. And I know it is a Cinewhoop style drone, so it's not meant for speed, but if it's your first drone coming in and now you're starting to get used to it and you want to fly a bit faster because you're doing more outdoor stuff than indoor stuff, I think having that extra speed would be great. Another thing that I didn't really like, but they ended up fixing a little bit, I haven't really noticed the difference, is the sound of the propellers. They are loud, and people know that you're flying the Avata even if they don't see it, because it is super loud when you're flying by. And the last thing that I wish was a little bit better is the camera quality. And I did say in the beginning that the camera quality is great, but it could be better. You have companies like GoPro that are creating amazing images, and most people that fly FPV and build their own FPVs are using GoPros on them because there isn't anyone else that can really match the quality and the color science that GoPro has in their image. So if they could upgrade the camera and make it a little bit better, I know it's 4K 60, 4K 30, and it does all that, but if the sensor was a little bit bigger and you could get more quality in the camera, then I think this would be one of the perfect drones, because DJI always does a great job at making entry-level drones, make it easy for people to get in because it has all of those safety features. If the camera was just a little bit better, then I think a lot more people would be buying it and they wouldn't be strapping a GoPro on to their Avata. Honestly, this is probably one of my favorite hobbies that I have done so far because it's exhilarating. What do you think about the Avata? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Is it better to just buy your own quad and maybe buy a GoPro with that? Just let me know in the comments down below what you think about DJI and if they're doing the right thing to get into space. Also, what do you think of the shots that I got flying the Avata? Honestly, after going through all this and flying the Avata for 4 months now, like I said in the beginning, probably one of my favorite hobbies ever. And even if I don't use the Avata forever, I will definitely be flying FPV. For me, it was more of an entry into the FPV realm. Now that I've found the love for the hobby, I'm definitely gonna buy some more quads, pick me up a GoPro because that image quality, and maybe buy that O3 Air unit so I can use my goggles and my controller so I don't have to buy a new controller. Anyway, that's it for me. Those are my thoughts. I hope you liked the video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy. Peace. Recording in progress. Itchy head. Fresh cut. Lighting's pretty damn decent. Okay, in 3, 2, 1. I should probably get my notes. Where did I write them though? Whatever.